the connection with the database by the manual method. So for that reason, first of all, we need two things. One is the insertion form created manually, and the second one is the file where you are sending the data, and from that file the data will be sent into the database. So first of all, I'm creating a form. But before the form, I need one table as well under the same database. So under the web BCS database, I'm creating one table. So under the web BCS database, I'm creating new table, and the new table name is user. Clear? User, and it contains 3 columns. Click on it. So 3 columns are added. The rest of that we will delete. So the first one is login. I need 3. One is for name, email and password. Clear? Name, type is voucher, length is 20, and password. $10 or whatever, or 15, whatever size you do. Clear? So there is one option here. Yeah, that was in the second. No, it should not be. Clear? So save it. And table with the name of user is saved. This is the structure, name, email and password. Clear? So now I am going to connect it by the second method. So for that reason, I will create new file, new HTML file or new PHP file, whatever you want to create. So let me choose the PHP one. One PHP and one HTML. Clear? One HTML and one PHP. So this is the PHP one, and one more for the HTML. Create. Go to the code. So inside the code, that is the insertion form. So inside the body, creating the form. Clear? The opening form tag and the closing form tag. So in the form there are 2. One is the method. The method is post, and the action is where to go. So for the action, I need to save this PHP file. Clear? I need to save this PHP file with the name of display2. So save it here in the same location, or just give it the name show. Show, or okay, show is clear. Save. So in the HTML, the action is so select the show. Yes. So this is the directory. So first is the name, second is email, third is password. So input, yes, type is text, and name is name. Close it. Second is input, type is text, name is email. Third is password, type is password, input, type submit, submit is for button, and name is register. Clear? Save it. So save this form with the name of insert2, or give it the name login. Save it. Look at in the design. So this will be created. Clear? They submit the name, email, and password. Now let's come to the show.php. Clear? Go to the code. So inside the code, create the PHP. And if you remember, in the previous lecture we discussed that how to take the data from HTML form and send it to the PHP. So for that we need to declare some variables. So name is equal to $_post method. Clear? Because I used there the method post. We discussed that in detail in last lecture. And name, receive it here, full quotation, semicolon. The second is email is equal to $_post email. The third is password is equal to $_post and password. Clear? So this will receive the data. This will receive the data from HTML form to the PHP file. Now we need to connect it with the database. So first of all, the condition that if the name and email and password, so if they are available, what to do? So we need to connect it with the local host. So if in the condition I'm using the variable names, name and the email and the password. Clear? If they are available, if there is something received, then what to do? Then MySQL _connect. Clear? We will use total 4 functions. The first one is the MySQL connect, which will help you to connect with the server. Clear? So what is the name of the server? So write down the name of the local host where you are connected. So local host, comma, double quotation, name of the username, login, comma, and password. But we don't have any password, so I'm leaving that empty. Clear? It is coming. We are connecting with the server first of all. Clear? So the second is or or if the connection dies, clear, the die word is used. If it cannot connect, then what to display? Or die, so display that we cannot connect, or we couldn't connect. Clear? So this is for the connection of database. Now the second is MySQL, the connection with the database. Clear? So we are selecting the database from the network. So MySQL underscore select underscore database. Which one? So the name of the database was web BCS. Clear? Time is to select the query, what query you want to write. So I want to create the insertion query on the user table, the name, email and password, and I will provide the values dynamically from the variables. So MySQL, the query, insert into user, and user contain the name, comma, email, what was the name of the tables? Name, email, password. Let me check. Name, email and password, capital. Okay, they are capital. Password, and the values will be taken dynamically. The name, comma, the email, comma, the password. It should be in single quotation. Okay. So now what will happen? The first statement will connect to the database, the second will select the database, and the third one will insert the values in that particular table. Clear? Now I'm going to create one variable with the name of registered. So registered is equal to MySQL underscore affected underscore rows. So that is a function. Clear? That will show me that how many rows are affected. Clear? Affected means how many rows are updated or created. So if some rows are affected, then show me the result. That echo display me the registered is affected, or in the else part, we should write you have inserted in the form. You have just inserted in the form and no rows are affected. You have in the form. Save it, and now we will enter some record in the actual database. This is the user table. So I'm going to insert one record. That name is Ahmad, email is this, and password is 12345, and this one. Save. So one record is saved in the table, one record is inserted. Now the name of the form is the login form. So from here I will execute the form, save both of them. Login dot so name is Atik, email is gmail.com, and password is this. Submit. So show.php, it will show you that one row is affected. So the record of Atik is inserted. We will check the second one. So Khalid, this is the password. Submit. So it will show you that one row is affected. This method is the manual method, not the binding method. Clear? So we will check it here by refreshing. So the record of Khalid is inserted. Clear?